Hey gang, by popular demand, today we are going to do a lick in the style of Joe Walsh. Now this is just over one chord, and it's a lick kind of where it sounds like he's using a slide, but he's not really using a slide. Joe is just a master at that sort of thing, with or without a slide. If you want a whole solo, just like the video and leave a comment below, and yeah, I can do a whole solo on that. It'd be pretty fun for me, so just let me know if that's something that you like. Okay, that's about it. I'm going to do the demo in just a second, and remember to like the video and to subscribe if you haven't yet, and leave a comment. I always enjoy getting those. Here comes the demo, and then we'll go over it note for note. All right, gang, well, let's go over it note for note. However, the notes are pretty easy on this one. The important things, I should say, are with your left hand, tweaking it and playing the subtle bends that are needed. So I'll try and give you a flavor of that. And with your right hand, really digging in and playing it hard. So I use all downstrokes on this one, okay? You can try that too. Once you get the whole lick down, then try using all downstrokes, and I think that'll help improve your sound quite a bit. Get the whole lick down, get the notes down, but don't just stop there. Make sure you can get it to sound right, to sound like Joe Walsh. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to try and play it slowly. It's already pretty slow, so it's not going to be so easy. I'm going to start out with the open A string, the open fifth string, okay? So here we go. Okay, that's it. So there's really only two lines here. There's this first one. All right, so let's go over that first. So that's kind of like a slowed down bluegrass run. So very common in country, you know, that sort of thing. Or in bluegrass where it's played at breakneck speed. Here it's played pretty slowly and articulated very clearly, and sounds awesome the way he plays it. So we're going to start out with that, two open A's, and then we're going to go 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then up to the D string and play 2, 2, 4, 2. And then we're going to play this to kind of end it. Now, again, the notes are pretty simple. We're going up to the G string playing 2, and then we're going to the D string and playing 4, 2, and then bending up on the G string on 4 a whole step. And you want to bring that down nice and slowly because it goes into the next part of the lick. But that's really kind of an interesting articulation. You want to bend up really quickly. You don't want to go. Although that might be cool too. In this lick, that's not what we're trying to do. You want to bend up and bring it down slowly. All right, so here's the next line. I'm going to start out with that bend because it's so integral to going into the next line. So, very cool line. So we're starting out here, and whether you noticed it or not, we were playing basically lines in an E major pentatonic or altered major pentatonic scale. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide up to playing a hybrid scale where some of the notes are major, some of the notes are minor. Some have a distinct hard blues sound to them instead of a softer blues. So we're going to start out here on this bend, come down. Now I pull it off a little bit so I can launch into my next slide. So I'm going to slide up from 4 to 6. So slide up from 4 to 6 on the 3rd string. And we're just going to walk up. On this B string, we're going to play 5, 7. And on the E string, the high E string, the little E string, we're going to play 5. So that's pretty normal. You hear that a lot in Joe Walsh's play too. Now we're going to come down, and the coming down is where it has that bluesier flavor. That kind of thing, right? So we're going to play on the 7th on the 2nd string, but we're going to bend that up a half step. Now I thought that sounded more Joe Walsh than playing the 8th fret alone. Just sounds a little bit better if you bend it up. I think, anyway. So we're going to bend that 7th on the 2nd string up a half step, then play the 7th itself, okay, then the 5, and then we're going to play around a little bit. We're going to come down and play a real hard blues note, 3rd string on the 7th fret. Now that's just like a minor pentatonic, right? Come back up to the 5 on the 2, 5 on the 3, and tweak it. And then finally play the 4 on the D string. Give it some nice vibrato. So the last part should sound like this. And that's it, folks. Now, you will probably know that playing around with that last lick, if you can come up with 10 variations, that would be really awesome. It's actually not so bad. Let's try one, for example. You can try to end on that A note. That'll probably give you at least 5 of them. But anyway, let's try one right now. Okay? Okay, that was okay. It was a little bit busy. Let's try a little bit one more time. That was better. I kind of messed up on the end of it, but that's all right. So anyway, so that's those are some ideas that you can try and try some variations on this lick. It's really cool to play this way. I love how he sounds, and it's just a lot of fun to play it. All right, gang. Well, there you go. A lick in the style of Joe Walsh. I really love Joe Walsh's play, and yeah, it's just awesome stuff and just fun to play because it's nice and slow, laid back, and yet it still packs a punch, you know? All right. Until next time, we'll see you on down the road.